Shinto. You stick to your budget all month, and then your car needs new tires, your annual insurance bill arrives, or the holidays sneak up on you, and suddenly your entire financial plan falls apart. This happens because most people budget for monthly expenses but completely forget about irregular costs that show up a few times a year, and that is where sinking funds come in. A sinking fund is basically a mini savings account where you set aside small amounts each month for expenses you know are coming but do not happen every month. Think about it. If you know your car insurance costs $1,200 per year, instead of panicking when the bill arrives, you save $100 every single month in a dedicated fund just for that expense. When the bill comes, the money is already there waiting. Here is how to start. First, list out all your irregular expenses for the entire year. This includes things like car maintenance, annual subscriptions, holiday gifts, vacations, home repairs, medical copays, vet bills, property taxes, anything that does not happen monthly. Second, estimate how much each category will cost you annually. Be generous with your estimates because it is better to have extra than to fall short. Third, divide each annual cost by 12 to figure out your monthly contribution. For example, if you want to spend $600 on holiday gifts, you need to save $50 per month starting in January. Fourth, create separate savings buckets for each sinking fund. You can use actual separate savings accounts, a budgeting app with virtual envelopes, or even old-fashioned physical envelopes with cash. The key is keeping the money separate so you do not accidentally spend your tire fund on groceries. Fifth, treat these monthly contributions like non-negotiable bills. Set up automatic transfers on payday so the money moves before you can spend it on something else. The beauty of sinking funds is they transform unpredictable expenses into predictable monthly costs. Instead of your budget getting destroyed by a $400 car repair, you simply withdraw from your car maintenance sinking fund without stress. You planned for it, you saved for it, and now you pay for it without going into debt or raiding your emergency fund. Your emergency fund should be reserved for true emergencies like job loss or major medical issues, not predictable expenses that happen annually. Common sinking fund categories include car maintenance and repairs, home maintenance, medical and dental expenses, annual insurance premiums, holiday and birthday gifts, vacations, clothing, technology replacements, subscription renewals, pet care, and kids' activities or school costs. Start small if you need to. Even having sinking funds for just 3 or 4 categories will make a massive difference in your financial stability. As you get comfortable, you can add more categories. Some people have 10 or more sinking funds running simultaneously, and they never feel blindsided by expenses. The psychological benefit is huge. When you know that car repair money is already set aside, you stop living in constant low-level financial anxiety. You feel in control instead of reactive. You make decisions from a place of preparation rather than panic. One common mistake is underestimating how much you will actually need. Track your spending for a few months to get realistic numbers. Another mistake is raiding your sinking funds for non-emergencies. If you take money from your vacation fund to buy new shoes, you are defeating the purpose and setting yourself up for the same old stress cycle. Sinking funds work best when combined with a zero-based budget where every dollar has a job. Your monthly income covers your regular bills, your emergency fund contribution, your retirement savings, and your various sinking fund contributions. Everything is assigned before the month begins. If you find you cannot afford to fund all your sinking funds right now, prioritize the ones most likely to happen soon or cause the biggest financial disruption. Car maintenance and medical expenses usually top that list. You can add vacation and gift funds later when your income increases or expenses decrease. The most powerful part of sinking funds is they break the debt cycle. When unexpected expenses pop up and you have no plan, you reach for a credit card. Then you spend months paying interest on that car repair or those holiday gifts. With sinking funds, you pay cash, avoid interest, and keep your credit cards for true emergencies or strategic rewards earning. This is not complicated or fancy, but it requires discipline and planning. The people who feel most in control of their money are not necessarily earning the most. They are the ones who plan the best. Sinking funds turn you into someone who plans. Start this month by picking just 2 or 3 irregular expenses you know are coming. Calculate the monthly amount, set up a separate place to keep that money, and automate the transfer. Within a few months, you will wonder how you ever managed without this system. And within a year, those financial surprises that used to derail your budget will barely register as a blip because you already planned for them.